Subscribe and watch a heart-wrenching horror story. Don't forget to press the bell icon without panicking. It was 12 o'clock at night. The bus of senior college students going to Darashiv in Kolhapur was passing through the jungle. They were returning to Darashiv after the trip. All the students were tired and fell asleep due to having fun the whole day. Vikas sir and Sushil sir were snoring near the door seat. Bus driver Vijay uncle was also driving the bus in his sleep. On the seat next to him, Pihan Pandu uncle was sitting when suddenly a flock of wild birds came in front of the bus. Vijay uncle stopped the bus in the jungle. After some time, when the road was clear, the bus started moving again. After some time, Sham, who was sitting on the second seat behind Vikas sir, woke up from sleep. Sham was 21 years old. He was very good in studies but always remained alone. Neither did he get along with anyone nor did he have any friends. He was sitting alone on the second seat. "Sir, I have to go to the toilet." Sir opened half eyes and looked outside. The bus was still in the jungle. "Sit for a while. When there is a forest, wake me up and I will stop the bus," he said, and then closed his eyes and went to sleep. Sham started looking out of the bus and waited for the forest to appear. In a short while, the forest appeared and the bus reached a deserted place. He woke up Vikas sir and he asked the driver to stop the bus. As soon as the bus stopped, Vikas sir said, "If anyone needs to go to the toilet, get down now. Otherwise, the bus will stop only after Darashiv wakes up." Hearing the sound, Shrikant, who was sitting on the back seat, woke up from his sleep. Vikas sir got out of the bus first with a torch. Sham and Shrikant also got down after him and they both went to the toilet in different places. Sham came back after urinating but Shrikant had still not come back. Then Shrikant shouted loudly. Hearing his voice, Vikas sir and Sham ran towards him. But then Shrikant came out. "What happened? Why did you shout?" "Nothing, sir. A cut pierced my foot through the slipper." Hearing his voice, the driver also got down. They were all about to return to the bus when a bike came and stopped in front of the bus. "Hey brother, are you not from here? Don't you know that on this road people always see Chakva, a kind of a ghost?" The biker said. Hearing the name Chakva, Vikas sir said, "Yes, I know, we are just leaving," and they all sat in the bus. "Sir, which Chakva was that man talking about?" The driver asked Vikas sir from the next seat. Chakva means deception in Hindi. Kalava means ghost. It is said that the soul of those who die while doing it at night becomes Kalava. Kalava takes passengers while doing it at night and does not let them reach their destination. He just keeps roaming them at the same place. No matter how much you run or chase, you will reach the same place where Kalava took you, or those people will get lost from the way and reach the place where Kalava wants to take them. Vikas sir told. After this the driver said, and the passengers roam around the same place again and again throughout the night. They keep wandering till the sun rises. As soon as the sun rises, their strength reduces. I have some driver friends, they too were deceived. It is said that only those travelers are deceived who are tired because it is very easy to overpower them. Then, deception is very dangerous. He said nervously, "It is not dangerous. This is all superstition." When the driver gets tired, it becomes difficult for him to understand the way at night. That is why he gets confused. And he loses his way. This is what people have called ghost or chakva or deception. Vikas sir said. Sham and Shrikant were listening to all these things. "No sir, deceptions happen and some deceptions are even fatal. My grandfather was troubled so much by deception that he had a narrow escape from death. Some of the accidents that happen at night are due to deception. They are the ruthless victims of the night, the tiredness of the travelers, and fear is their strength. Just like hunters, they scare the travelers, chase them away and hunt them by taking their lives. We only get to know that he has died in a car accident, but the reason for death is always deception." Sir Sham said in a scary voice, "Sir, don't listen to him. His aunt is a writer. You must have heard these things from her, and it is the job of writers to make up stories. That is how they run their house." Shrikant sitting on the back seat said, "Shrikant, "Shut up and go to sleep," he said, scolding, and after that all the people closed their eyes and went to sleep. Some time passed. Sean was still awake and was looking outside. The bus was passing through the middle of a forest when he saw that there was a closed tea stall on the side of the road. "But I had seen this tea stall in the previous forest too," he said to himself, and started looking outside. Then he came to know that it was the same forest which came before the deserted place. He ran to the driver. Uncle VJ was driving the bus in his sleep. He was blinking his eyes in between. "VJ uncle, which jungle is the bus in?" "Ah, it must be in some jungle." "Is there less jungle on the way?" "No uncle. We have reached the same jungle where the wild boars had come in front of the bus." "No son, you are misunderstanding something. That jungle has been left behind long back." Hearing their argument, Vikas sir woke up from sleep. "What happened, Sham sir? We have been deceived. He has taken us." "Because the bus has come back to the same jungle from where it had passed earlier." But Vikas sir was also not believing him like the driver. "Sir, if you are not believing me, then look outside. In a while you will see a truck on the side of the road which has overturned in an accident, and in a short while everyone will see the overturned truck on the side of the road." Everyone was surprised to see this. The driver also believed that Sham was telling the truth. Then it became a jungle and the bus reached the same deserted place, where it had been stopped for toilets some time ago. Everyone's eyes were wide open after seeing this. Vikas sir's head was completely dim. Shrikant had come forward from the back seat. Everyone's face was pale. The bus was still moving on the road when it reached the same jungle again. They just realized that they had been deceived. The driver was looking to see if there was another way, but the bus would still come back to the same jungle. It seemed as if there was only one way in the whole world, which kept coming back to the same jungle after going around again and again. "He brings us to the jungle. Sir, how do we get out of this trap now?" "I have heard that we can get out of the trap only when it is morning. This means we will have to go through this the whole night. Why don't we wait for the morning from the jungle to the desert and from the desert to the jungle and stop at the same deserted place?" The driver said while driving the bus, "But maybe I have heard that it is not right to stop in the trap." "No sir. My aunt told me that if we get a safe place, then there is no problem in stopping. That's all I know. Do you have any other way? But that is not for now. And anyway, if the trap that has trapped us weakens, then its powers will weaken in a short time and we will be free from the trap. Then that trap cannot trap us." Hearing all this, Sushil sir, who was sleeping, woke up. "Hey, what happened? Have I come? I am bored," Sushil sir said while yawning. Then everyone told him the incident that happened. Hearing this, Sushil sir lost his senses, but then the driver shouted loudly, "Sir, there is a village ahead." Hearing this, everyone ran towards the driver, and then they saw a boat on the side of the road on which was written "Welcome to Borgaon." Seeing this, Sushil sir is shouting loudly, "This is my village, but how did we reach here so quickly? It has been hardly 2 hours since we left Kolhapur. And my village is 6 to 7 hours away from Kolhapur. This is not your village, sir. It is a deception. Hearing the name of Borgaon from your mouth, deception is misleading us by showing us Borgaon. But it is good that we reached Borgaon. I think we should find a safe place here and hide, and whose house can be safer than Sushil sir's house. But sir, staying at one place in deception is not free from danger. And deception itself is a danger. How can it keep a safe place in itself? Do you know more than me? I have been hearing and coming here about ghosts since childhood. You are decided. VJ uncle, just take me to Sushil sir's house." Sushil sir showed the driver the way to his house, but then he saw people in his street. The bus could not go further. That is why he stopped the bus. People were crying loudly, and the bus was headed towards Sushil sir's house. Hearing the sound of crying, all the people got scared. Sushil sir got off the bus and entered the bus. Everyone followed him. He reached in front of Sushil sir's house, tearing through everyone, and seeing the scene ahead, his soul trembled. because there were 4 bodies covered in blood, and those bodies were of Sushil Sir's wife, child, and his parents. All of them were murdered by slitting their throats with a sharp weapon. Seeing the dead bodies of his family, Sushil Sir's heart was broken and he cried, "What happened? Who killed them?" He asked the crying one-eyed man, "Did you kill your child and your parents by slitting their throats with a knife and then commit suicide by slitting your own throat? But why did he do this? Hey, you must have forced her to do this, otherwise she was a very understanding and good-hearted person. Even after so many years of marriage, did I ever make her cry? He is not there and you are blaming me. You are the one who forced him to do this. Take this knife and atone for your crime by sacrificing your life. Anyway, what will you do by living alone in this world? Give up your life. Otherwise, his soul will never get peace." Don't know what happened to Sushil Sir. He got convinced by that man's words. It seemed that he was under his control. He took that knife in his hand and said while crying, "Yes, yes, I will atone. I will give my life." By the way, a nearby driver stopped him. "Hey sir, what are you doing? This is all a hoax. You don't have a family. Your family is safe at home." Then the one-eyed man said, "Hey, if you say anything further, we will hang you in the middle of the village." Hearing this, the driver got scared and sat quietly. Sushil Sir sat on the ground and kept the edge of the knife on his neck. "Sir, don't do this. All this is a hoax. Don't get caught in its clutches, sir." But still Sir was not coming to his senses. So the peon got angry and slapped him. Then he came to his senses and threw the knife down. Seeing this, the one-eyed man got angry. "Brothers, throw these people out. We will deal with them later. First take Sushil's child." Hearing this, the people made everyone go out. Shrikant, Vikas Sir, and the driver were trying to get inside. But they were unable to get inside. Sushil Sir's hands and legs were tied and he was made to sit on the ground. Sushil Sir was begging for his life. "Someone save me, Vikas Sir, Pandu uncle, please save me, save me." He was shouting when the one-eyed man cut Sushil Sir's throat with a knife and separated it from his head. He threw his head in the air with his hand. It fell directly in front of Shrikant and Sham. Both of them screamed. Then the one-eyed man said, "Brothers, these city people need to save Sushil, cut their throats too." People were looking at all these people with anger when they heard the sound of the bus horn. "Run fast, hurry up." Driver uncle sitting in the bus some distance away shouted. On hearing his voice, Sham, Shrikant, Vikas Sir, and the peon ran towards the bus. The bus driver was chasing them. All of them somehow got into the bus. The villagers pelted stones on the bus. The glass of the bus broke and entered the bodies of the children. But none of them woke up from sleep because they all fell asleep mesmerized by the effect of the rain. Glass had entered the bodies of Sham, Vikas Sir, and Shrikant as well. Some people were standing in front of the bus and trying to get the bus out of the road when the driver turned the bus on them and the bus moved from there. Somehow the bus came out of the village. Everyone was busy removing the glass from their bodies. Shrikant was removing the glass stuck in his hand when the peon came there and said, "Nephew, wait, I will remove it." He said because Shrikant was his sister's son. The bus had again come back to the forest. No one knew when that deception was going to get them out of its clutches. Sushil Sir had just died. Everyone was scared. "Sham, now tell me, what should we do? What do you want to ask him?" Because of him, Sushil Sir has lost his life today and we all are on the brink of death. "Shut up, we tried to save him but he could not control his emotions and that is why he died. It is not my fault," Sham said while giving an explanation. "But now what should we do?" "We just have to wait till morning and keep driving the bus without stopping anywhere. But there is not enough diesel in the bus to run till morning. If the diesel of the bus runs out before this morning, then we will not be able to run this bus. We will become prey. This is also a deception. So this deception turned out to be stronger than I thought. Today is Amavasya. Maybe this is Amavasya deception. It used to say that there are many types of deceptions, out of which the most dangerous is Amavasya deception. It comes out to hunt on Amavasya night. It does not like to hunt 2 or 3 people alone. Where there are a lot of travelers, this deception dominates only them. It first looks for the weakest and the most tired person, scares them, and when he dies of fear, it occupies his body and stays among the rest of the travelers and misleads them. It just keeps roaming around in the same deception. And when all the travelers get tired, then it hunts them, and according to me, the deception in whose clutches we are trapped. That is Amavasha Thelavava, and he is also among us. Sham spoke in horror. Everyone was shocked to hear this. That's all fine, but how do we get out of this pit? The driver asked. Sham said, there is only one solution, but there are chances of bloodshed. Yes, what is that solution? Salawa is still sitting among us occupying a dead body. We have to find him and kill him because his soul does not stick to the dead body strongly. As soon as we kill him, his soul will leave the dead body and then it will not be able to enter any dead body. Because an Amava's Kalava can occupy only one dead body in a night. But who among us is this Kalava? He is not in the body of the student sleeping behind because he is not conscious. He is one of the 5 of us. But we are all alive. No, one of us has already died. Kalava has killed him and has occupied his body. After the possession, the dead body looks like a living person because Kala uses his power to impersonate a living person. But who is he? Sham became serious and looked at Shrikant. The bus was still moving through the jungle. The driver was listening to the conversation going on behind the bus while driving because he knew that if the bus stopped, Kala would swallow him. There was silence in the bus. Everyone wanted to hear the name of Kala from Sham's mouth. Then Sham said this. It is Shrikant who is gone. What nonsense are you talking about? You are in your senses. I agree that your aunt has written many books on ghosts. That does not mean that you will say anything, and we will keep listening. Trust me, everyone. Shrikant is Kala. When he went behind the deserted place, I saw him staring at some shadow. When I went forward to look, I screamed because I felt a sting in my slippers and that shadow disappeared from there. Maybe then he must have bitten Shrikant and done it on his body. Come on, kill him quickly or else he will run away. Hearing this, everyone was shocked. But his words had some weight. Oh Sham, be careful while talking, he is my nephew. If anyone touches him, I will kill him. Yes, he said angrily to them, Sir, don't listen to this Pandu. I also think that he is a fraud. Because we all had heard Sham's scream coming from there. Sham is saying the truth. The driver said while driving the bus, hey, the needle of suspicion is on Sham as well. He too had gone behind the bus and was not visible. Moreover, this Vikas was far from both of us. Maybe the fraud pulled him under the bus and killed him, so why can't these two be frauds? Then he said, hey, I am alive, I cannot be a fraud. Sham said, yes, and this Sham has been helping us since so long. If he was a fraud, then why would he help us? Now you are left, you are next to the driver, so this Shrikant is a fraud. Vikas sir said loudly, hey sir, now take out the rod from under the seat and kill that fraud. The driver said while driving the bus. Hearing this, Shrikant hid behind him out of fear. Vikas sir took out an iron rod from under the seat and tried to stop them, but Vikas sir pushed him and hit the rod on Shrikant's head, but Shrikant moved away from there and fell down. He was about to attack again with the rod, but Vipun pulled the rod from behind and Vikas sir's hands and pushed him and hit him on the head. Vikas sir's hands were tied with the rod and the lion remained there. Blood was coming out of his head and in a short while he breathed his last. Seeing this, Sham shouted, Vijay uncle, come back quickly, these two have killed Vikas sir. Hearing this, the driver stopped the bus in the middle of the forest. And he came running behind. He snatched the rod from the peon's hands and pushed him. You will not listen, so I will have to kill you first. The driver said to the peon in anger, and before he could attack the peon's head with the rod, the peon stabbed the driver in the stomach. The driver shouted loudly and fell down, and then screams were heard from outside the bus. They have parked the bus in the middle of the road. What will happen if someone collides with this fast-moving bus? Take these people out and punish them, punish them. People came from outside the bus and stones started being pelted on the bus, but I ran ahead. Then I saw that 5-6 people were pelting stones on the bus. People started shouting angrily, "Run away, you are hiding inside." "Hey, what happened, brothers? Why are you saying this?" He was asking them loudly, but no one was paying attention to him. Then Sham Shrikant said that these people are just a hoax. "We are stuck in the forest. That is why we are in trouble. Vikas sir and the driver both are dead. Still we did not come out of the hoax. This means that Choeva is still among us and that Choeva is your uncle." Hearing this, Shrikant's eyes were wide open. No, this cannot happen. "Hey, it is like this, Shrikant, you saw how your uncle killed Vikas sir and the driver. He could have injured them too. But no, he killed them. Now come out of your uncle's love, Shrikant, and see that man. He is not your uncle." Hearing this, Shrikant got into deep thought. "Shrikant, people will break the glass of the bus and come inside and kill us. Before that, we have to leave from here. I will take the bus out of here. And you call this Chava from behind and stab him with this glass. Chava will die and our lives will be saved." Sham said and moved towards the driving seat. "But do you know how to drive?" "My uncle has a travel agency, so I already know how to drive a bus," he said and sat on the driving seat. He started the bus and started driving. But he reached behind near Shrikant. Sham drove the bus with full concentration. Then he heard the peon scream. He looked in the mirror and saw that the peon fell down after hitting his neck. Shrikant had a glass with blood in his hand. He had killed his own uncle by slitting his throat. Shrikant came near Sham. Sham said, "I killed the cheat." Hearing this, Sham started laughing loudly and his eyes became red and he said in a scary voice, "But I am the cheat." Hearing this, Shrikant was shocked. "Why are you surprised? I am the cheat." I had entered the bus when a herd of pigs came in front of the bus in the forest. I chose the weakest and most tired passenger in the bus. Sham had fallen into a deep sleep due to fatigue. I woke him up and showed him my real face. Seeing my scary face, he died immediately while touching his chest. I immediately took over his body. Then I came to know that you were sitting on the back seat, which means you were half asleep, and were thinking of going to the toilet. And I started my game. I scared everyone sitting in the bus by telling them a story of deception because fear is my biggest weapon. I deliberately misled you all and took you to Sushil Sir's village and forced you to stay in the deception and killed Sushil Sir. I myself made Vikas sir, your uncle, and the driver fight with each other so that they could kill each other, and finally I got your uncle killed by your own hands." Saying this, he started laughing. "This was my game, that is, you were the victim. That uncle who killed 2 men by risking his own life to save you. Now what will you do?" Hearing this, tears came in Shrikant's eyes. He realized his mistake. "Shrikant, come, sit on this driving seat. And kill someone, take your own life and that of all these passengers," Chalawa said, looking into Shrikant's eyes. Perhaps those red eyes were casting a spell on Shrikant. He had fallen for Chalawa's words. As if Sushil Sir had come and was ready to take his own life. Perhaps Shrikant was regretting his actions and was about to agree with Chalawa. Then Shrikant wiped his tears and screamed loudly. Chalawa heard footsteps behind and he saw that the peon hit the iron rod on Chalawa's head and crushed his head by attacking it 4 to 5 times. "What did you think? Only you can play this game. Hey, I had taken you only when you were smiling after seeing the death of Vikas sir and the driver. You could not hide yourself. Then your words came to my mind. You deliberately misled us and stopped us from cheating, and because of you Sushil Sir lost his life. You accused me of being a cheat. Yes, and you created a rift between my uncle Vikas sir and the driver, and later you asked me to kill my uncle, and the limit was crossed when you said that your uncle has a travel agency. Whereas Sham's uncle has a Golgappa, Pani Puri, stall outside our college." Shrikant took the iron rod from his uncle's hands and said deceitfully, "What? Now you wait for the next Amavasya night to hunt in peace, because today you yourself have become the prey." Ah, and saying this he hit his crushed head with a rod, and Kalava came out of his body in the form of black smoke and went out of the bus, and as soon as Kalava came out of the bus all the students woke up from sleep. Today for the first time in Amavasha, Kalava was defeated by a passenger. Kalava, who was in the air above the bus, felt pain and was seen screaming in the air. That Kalava got freedom from his vagina. Because it is the law of nature that whenever a Kalava loses to a human, it comes to an end and he gets freedom. It was midnight. A bus was going on the curve of Lonavala, talking to the wind. Music was playing inside, and the four youngsters sitting inside, Akshay, Ravi, Aisha, and Adi, had a bottle of cold drink in their hands in which they had mixed alcohol. While swaying in the intoxication of alcohol, Akshay suddenly saw me. Due to sudden braking, all four got a hard shock, and it was as if the intoxication of alcohol vanished in a jiffy. Panicking, Ravi came out of Adi and Aisha. "What happened, Akshay? Why did you brake so hard? Is everything alright?" "It seems the trunk has been left open." "Go and check." "Nothing happened. He was just having fun. It is his birthday. It is not right to trouble him. If you are thinking of having too much fun, then move aside. I will drive." "Guys, I think Akshay has peeked out." "Hey Aisha, sit quietly. I told you earlier that I was joking." "Adi, come friend, there is nothing. Sit in the trunk quickly." On Asha's call, Adi also comes and sits on his seat, and Akshay starts again. "Friend, I was running at a speed of 100, but you applied the brake. If I had fallen down, our people would have been roaming in these valleys like ghosts. Friend, please do this. Stop at a lodge. We will leave in the morning." "What is your problem now? You guys are not understanding. You all are in trouble. You guys are not in your senses. It is not right to go on a long drive like this, and you guys don't even know much about this highway. Friend, we are going to celebrate your birthday. Don't do all this. Tell me, what is the problem in this highway? Friend, I told you that this road is not right. The locals here say that accidents often happen at night ahead." "What nonsense! On which road do these accidents not happen?" "Yes, what's new in this? They happen everywhere, but here the reason is something else. Just take a U-turn and go back." Now you have challenged brother. Now you are not going to stop, even after Adi's repeated requests. Akshay again put the gear in. Once again he got away from the wind. Forgetting Adi's words, the rest of the friends were also dancing with their eyes closed to the tune of the English song, but Adi was still sitting scared on the front seat with Akshay. The silence of the night increased with every passing moment. It was getting darker. It was almost 2 o'clock in the night. Ravi, sitting on the back seat, was dozing off when Akshay once again applied the brakes hard and the car collided with the curb. "Akshay, have you gone mad? What kind of joke are you playing again and again? Now you quietly get down from the driving seat, otherwise it will not be good." "Hey friend, there is no one. God knows where did a girl come from. So where did she go? I don't see anyone coming here. Trust me Aisha. There was a girl in front of me. I applied the brakes on seeing her and she lost balance and collided with her. Trust me, I am not joking. It is 2 o'clock in the night. Why would anyone roam around in this deserted area at such a late hour? And even if we believe you that there was someone here, then where is she now? You were sitting with Akshay. Didn't you see anyone?" "I didn't see anyone. I don't know what Akshay is saying. I am not able to understand anything friend. Where did she suddenly disappear? Understand that we narrowly escaped an accident." Adi got down and was talking to Aisha and Akshay. And Ravi ignored everything and was sleeping like a Jane. "Look, if she falls into the ditch now, then Kumkaran would reach the top while sleeping. That is why I tell you to drink within limits. Now you are right. Maybe I have drunk. I will sit behind. Now you drive. My eyes are getting sleepy. You drive, but now drive carefully." Akshay once again sat on the driving seat and Aisha started dozing off while sitting behind. After some time, "Friend Adi, I feel like we are coming on the same road again and again. Everything is going round and round here, the same thing. Have I really lost my senses? Friend, you check the location once. They are all the same. What would be different in this?" Adi takes out his mobile. But there was no network in the mobile. Friend, there is no network in my phone. Then Akshay is in the lights. A woman in tribal attire is seen in front. It seems I am hallucinating again. If I apply brakes now, all of them together will throw me down. Looks at Akshay. Hey, can't you see there is someone in front? Will you hit him? Hearing Adi's words, Akshay stops at some distance. Akshay suddenly comes from wearing quietly. I am not feeling well ahead. Don't go out. Hey friend, she looks very nervous and it is getting dark too. Let me see what is the matter. I am telling you, this road is not right, friend. People often get deceived here. So it started. Just then she comes near them. Sir, take me to Bulper, it will be your kindness. What's the matter? Why are you looking scared, sir? Those people are after me. You just walk quickly like this, otherwise anything can happen. Hearing this, Akshay opens the door and comes and sits next to Asha. Thank you very much, sir. Today I have narrowly escaped. You don't know, sir, it is not right to go out here at this late hour. Here the decoy roams around in search of its prey at night. It is said, the one who is deceived ties him up. After that you will see only what he shows you. But why were you running? Who was behind you, sir? I was deceived. I ran away to save my life. I was just telling my story when some people came in front of me with torches. Why have these people surrounded me like this? Who are these people? Oh shit, blow the horn quickly. The horn is not having any effect on these people. They are just staring at me and are not moving from their place. They seem very angry to me. What can I do? If they don't move from the front, if we try to stop them, they might attack us. Sir, this is not the man. You just don't stop. If they catch us, it won't be good. None of us will survive. What do you mean I should attack them? No, I won't be able to do this. Akshay's voice was slowly getting closer to him. Burning torches and sticks were visible in the hands of the people. Along with this, anger could also be clearly seen on their faces. As soon as she was about to reach near her, suddenly Akshay saw a boat on the right and he turned in that direction. Now she goes on that deserted road. Asha was coming,